So today I'm going to go through one of the things that I get questioned on a lot, and that is, should I run Google Ads for my business? Well, the answer is it depends. What business you're in, how much you want to spend. Determining that is the purpose of this video. So how do you know how much you're going to need to spend on Google Ads to be able to turn a profit and make a good return on your investment? Well, the first step you're going to need to know is laying out your business. So what are you, what type of business do you have? This video I'm going to make, it's going to focus mainly on like the kind of brick and mortar retail type stuff, and so we're gonna kind of look at what it means to run a Google search ad for a local retail store, and what keywords are related to that. So when you're running an ad, a search ad, people are searching for your product. So if you are looking for the latest or kind of card game set, you can see we've got sponsored sales on top, and we've got some sponsored ads in here as well. And so you're going to want to focus on specific keywords related to that. And so what we can do to determine if we are in that, maybe one of the other ones is you're looking at Wormspan. So you want to sell that Wormspan board game. It's going to be a little tricky to get some of these keywords, just because the manufacturers are and the developers are also putting their content out there. So, but we want to start with the keyword planner in Google Ads. So to set this up, you need to create your own new Google Ads account. You will need to put in a credit card, though you don't have to create an ad or anything like that. So you'll need to have some sort of payment method to set it up. Once you get in and you're set up, you'll see campaigns, and on the left you'll see tools, and then under planning you'll go to keyword planner, and that's where we're at here. So we want to get search volume and forecasts for keywords. Let's actually start with discovering the keywords first, and then we can go from there. So so if we put in trading card games, we'll see a list of other options. So what you'll see here is you'll see the keywords on the left. You'll see the average monthly searches in the column here, and then you'll see a 3-month change. So this is 3 months change in the trend compared to the previous month's data. And then there's a year-over-year change. You'll see a competition column. So this is how many other people are competing for that same keyword. Ad impressions share, so number of total searches divided by so basically it's how often your ad is going to be shown with that keyword. And here's your bid price. So this is cost per click. So your top of page bid to get to the top of the page. In the low range, you're looking at 17 cents per click. In the high range, it's going to be 87 cents per click. So you can see trading card games are searched 100,000 to 1 million times per month. There's no real change in the last 3 months or year over year. It's a medium competition word, costing you anywhere from 17 cents to 87 cents per click. Now, if we look down under keyword ideas, these are variations of that. So we've got Pokemon, we've got TCG Player. So TCG Player has seen a 900% increase year over year in 3 months, and there's a low competition for that keyword. Now you may ask yourself, well, why would I put an ad out for a keyword that's clearly they're clearly trying to find the TCG Player website? Well, you can also have good exposure that way. So people are searching for that website. If you've got a compelling ad that competes with TCG Player, then that's why you would use it. A lot of these are pretty high competition, and so what you can see here, we've got basically the cost per click is anywhere from 10 cents to $1, or even more. So selling MTG cards, you could pay up to $4 a click. So let's pull these keywords. Let's just pull these into, let's just copy these. Let's see if we can add these here. What does this do? Yeah, let's do that. So let's add keywords to create a plan. All right, so now if we go in and we want to export these keywords, so you just download to CSV, that should be fine. And what we're trying to figure out here is, what is it going to cost to run ads for this specific product. So we're going to import those over here. So I'm going to replace current sheet, import data. All right, so now we've got our keyword data here. Select the top 2 rows, and then let's create a filter here. All right. So what we want to do here is we want to determine how many clicks you could expect and how many visits you could expect on your website. And so if we look at totaling out these average monthly searches, so let's sum that at the bottom. Okay, so that's 5,165,200. And then let's jump down another row here. Your average click-through rate for anything is around 2%. So let's do that, and then that's how much monthly traffic we could expect based on that. So then let's take our costs. So if we go to the top here, oops. Right, so this is the range of cost per click. So if we're at the bottom here and we do that's not what we're going to do. We're going to average. This is live and in person here. So average. Okay. So our average is going to be 28 cents to $1.63. And then if we take that average times our clicks, now you won't spend that much on ads. That's $28,000 a month if you wanted to get all of these clicks. But here's the thing: we're not trying to get every single person. I mean, we could drop this down to 1%, or what we could do is we could remove some of these keywords that aren't that are pretty high competition. or that don't specifically relate to our product. And everything is budget limited. So if you are using Google Ads, you set your budget. You also set your region. So when you're in a local shop, a local retail store, we recommend that you set up regional restrictions to your ads. So it's only shown within a 50-mile radius, for example, or a 30-mile radius. And that way, these keywords cost, these are based on national impact. Same thing for the impressions. This is nationwide, actually worldwide. And so your number of clicks, your number of searches is going to be reduced significantly based on your region. So what makes you think that you should run Google Ads? So how would you know that would be valuable for you as a local game store to run Google Ads for your trading card games? Well, you want to take your average revenue for that product. So if you're selling singles, if you're selling in bulk, if you are selling sheets of 9 cards, then you want to know like what your average revenue is. So let's say hypothetically your kind of average, considering the low end and the high end, your average is $10 a sale. So if your average is $10 a sale, and you are getting 50,000 clicks and visits, and let's say that you get 3% of those visits to convert. So you get 3%, which is a little high. Let's drop that to 2%. Anywhere from 2 to 5% is good in e-commerce conversion rates. So you are getting 1,033 conversions, and your average sale is $10. So that is $10,330 for ad spend of $14,000 to $23,000. So very clearly, this is not a good investment of your ad spend. So this is kind of an exercise that any business can take. So, for example, if I were if the marketing clerics were doing this exercise, we would look at keyword ideas. So let's look at let's do something for the marketing clerics. So social media management. So if I search for social media management in my keyword ideas planner, and I look at our average cost here, let me just pull this out here. Let's see. So basically I'm seeing $3 to $12 per click, 1,000 to 10,000 search, average monthly, low competition. But if I look at other keywords, I can see a lot of these are software, like software as a service, and so I would filter out some of these keywords. But the point is, if I'm spending $3 to $12 a click, so if I go in here, I'm gonna update my scratch paper here, add more rows here, and if I'm paying $3 to $12 per click, and what was the monthly search volume? 1,000 to 10,000. So let's just call it 5,000. and that's nationwide. We are a nationwide company or a global company, so that's fine. So we have 5,000, and if we have, let's say our click-through rate is 3%, 5%. So let's just call it 5%, which is pretty high. And then our conversion rate, which is an appointment, so you want to set an appointment with us to talk about social media management, what that looks like for your business. So that would be, let's say it's like 3%. So that's seven conversions, 7.5 conversions per month. And if we are paying, so we've got 250 clicks at an average of, let's say, 250. Between $3 and $12. Let's just call it $8. That's $2,000 a month in ad cost. And our social media management really kind of starts out around $1,000 a month. So if we have $1,000 a month, and let's say we are, so we've got 7.5 appointments. If we convert, let's say we convert 50% of those. So we have three and a quarter. This is just rough math, obviously. So if I take 3 1/4 times 1,000, that's our starting rate. So our starting would be, we would sell $3,750 with an ad spend of $2,000. So we would actually have a return on our investment for that keyword. And so this is kind of an exercise that any business can take, and you'll come to find that sometimes when it comes to Google ads and ad search ads, you want to have either a really high volume of content, or you want to publish your catalog of products of your local store, or you want to do search ads for like big events that are going to have they're going to be good money makers for you, because Google ads are not necessarily very cheap, but the beauty of it is you can turn them on and off. You can filter them by region. You can do specific keywords and negative keywords. You can say, no, I don't want to be out and known as the cheapest Pokemon card sales store. Or you can publish an ad for, say, a tournament that you have coming up, or a new D&D experience campaign that you're producing, that you'll get like $50 to $70 per head for a 8-week period. And so you're going to get that return from your ad spend. And one of the things that some people think, well, it's just a loss leader, right? So that means you're going to lose money on it in the short term, but you're going to gain a new customer, and your lifetime value of that customer is going to be going to outweigh the cost of the ad. That could be true in certain situations. So if you are publishing an ad for like an event that you're going to gain a lifetime customer, well, how much is a customer lifetime for you? And so if you don't know what a customer lifetime value measure is, I'll put another video out there, but essentially what it means is for that customer, through the lifetime of their business with you, how much revenue can you see from that one customer on average? And so for us, we take into consideration like one-time projects. We consider ongoing engagements, referrals, all that kind of stuff goes into our customer lifetime value. And so this number here of $1,000 is not just that. Our customer lifetime value for social media management we're averaging almost 2 years of consistent engagement in $1,000 a month contract, and so really our customer lifetime value is $24,000. And so when you look at it like that, you get this times your 3.75, and you're looking at $90,000 of return on a $2,000 investment. And so when you start to looking at it like that, you are able to swallow the pill a little bit, but at the end of the day, I would probably not recommend running Google search ads for something small like a trading card game or a single board game or that kind of stuff. But I would stick to more events and that kind of stuff. Unless you're a game developer, you've got budget in there for ad spend. This kind of calculation will help you know if it's worth that ad investment. So yeah, well, we will catch you on the flip side. Thank you for watching, and reach out if you have any further questions on Google Ads and how to run those for your business. This is Adam Bauer from the Marketing Clerics.